Welcome back to SpeakFlow English. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. Anna, I have to tell you something funny that happened to me last week.
Oh, what happened?
So I had a doctor's appointment, right? And when the nurse asked me what was wrong, my mind went completely blank. I forgot how to say sore throat in English.
Oh, no. What did you do?
I literally pointed at my throat and made this weird croaking sound like a frog. The nurse was so confused.
Mark, that's hilarious, but also kind of sad. You poor thing.
I know. And that's when I realized we really need to do an episode about doctor's appointments and medical English. Because when you're not feeling well, the last thing you need is language stress.
Absolutely. And you know what? Going to the doctor in a foreign country can be really intimidating if you don't know the right vocabulary and phrases.
So today, we're going to walk you through everything you need to know, from making an appointment to describing your symptoms to understanding what the doctor tells you.
Perfect. But before we dive into this super practical topic, we need your help, listeners.
That's right. If you're finding SpeakFlow English helpful, please hit that subscribe button right now. Your subscription helps us create more episodes like this.
Yes, subscribe to SpeakFlow English, give us a like, and share this episode with a friend who might need to visit a doctor soon, whether they're traveling, studying abroad, or living in an English-speaking country.
And please leave us a comment. Tell us, have you ever been to a doctor in an English-speaking country? What was your experience like? We want to hear your stories.
Every comment helps us understand what you need and creates a supportive community where we can all learn together.
All right, Anna, ready to help our listeners feel confident at the doctor's office?
Let's do it. No more frog sounds, Mark.
No promises.
So today we're talking about medical English, specifically how to handle doctor's appointments from start to finish. Mark, why is this topic so important for English learners?
Well, I think it's because healthcare is something everyone needs at some point. Whether you're traveling and catch a cold, studying abroad and need a checkup, or living in an English-speaking country, you'll eventually need to see a doctor.
Exactly. And unlike casual conversation where you can laugh off mistakes, medical situations require clear communication. You need to understand what the doctor is asking and explain what's wrong.
Right. And there's already stress involved because you're not feeling well. Adding language barriers on top of that can make it really overwhelming.
So what's the main idea of today's episode?
Here it is. Medical English doesn't have to be scary. With some basic vocabulary, common phrases, and an understanding of how appointments work, you can communicate clearly and get the care you need.
Perfect. And remember, doctors and nurses are there to help you. They're used to working with people who speak English as a second language, so don't be afraid to ask them to repeat or explain something.
Absolutely. So let's break this down step by step, from making the appointment all the way to leaving the office with your prescription.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning, making an appointment. Mark, how do you schedule a doctor's visit?
Usually, you call the doctor's office or clinic. The receptionist will answer, and you'll need to explain that you need an appointment.
Right. Here's a simple way to start. Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with Dr. Smith, please.
Or if you're a new patient, you can say, "Hi, I'm a new patient, and I need to schedule an appointment."
Perfect. The receptionist will ask you some questions. They might say, "What's the reason for your visit?" Or, "What seems to be the problem?"
You don't need to give all the details on the phone. You can say something simple like, "I have a bad cough," or "I'm not feeling well," or "I need a checkup."
Then they'll ask about timing. They might say, "When would you like to come in?" Or, "How about Tuesday at 2 p.m.?"
You can respond, "That works for me," or "Do you have anything earlier?" or "Could we do morning instead?"
Let's practice some phone phrases. Listeners, repeat after us.
"I'd like to make an appointment, please."
I'm not feeling well and need to see a doctor.
Tuesday at 2 p.m. works perfect for me.
Could you please repeat that? I want to make sure I have the right time.
Great. Now let's talk about what happens when you arrive at the doctor's office. Anna, what's the first thing you do?
You check in at the reception desk. That means you tell them you've arrived for your appointment.
You can say, "Hi, I'm here for my 2 p.m. appointment," or "I have an appointment with Dr. Smith."
The receptionist might ask for your ID and insurance card. Insurance is the coverage that helps pay for your medical care.
If you don't have insurance, you can say, "I don't have insurance, I'll pay out of pocket," which means you'll pay directly.
Then they'll usually ask you to fill out a form. That's a document with questions about your medical history, allergies, and current symptoms.
Important vocabulary here. Allergic to means you have a bad physical reaction to something. Common allergies include peanuts, penicillin, or latex.
On the form, you'll see questions like, are you allergic to any medications? Or list any current symptoms.
Symptoms are signs that show you're sick, things like fever, cough, headache, nausea, or pain.
Once you complete the form, you'll wait in the waiting room. That's the area with chairs where patients wait until the doctor is ready.
Now, let's talk about the most important part, actually talking to the doctor and describing what's wrong.
This is where clear communication is crucial. The doctor will ask, "What brings you in today?" or "What seems to be the problem?"
You can start by saying, "I've been feeling under the weather," which means slightly sick, and then describe your symptoms.
Here are some common ways to describe symptoms. Listen and repeat.
"I have a sore throat and a cough.
I've been having headaches for 3 days.
My stomach hurts and I feel nauseous.
I have a fever and I feel very tired."
I hurt my ankle and it's swollen."
Notice we're using present perfect, like I've been having headaches, or simple present, like I have a fever. This is natural and medical English.
The doctor will also ask about timing. When did this start? Or how long have you been feeling this way?
You can say, "It started yesterday," or "I've had this pain for about a week," or "It comes and goes."
They might ask about severity. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain?
Be honest. You can say, "It's about a 6," or "It's really painful, maybe an 8."
The doctor might also ask, "Are you taking any medications?" This means any pills or medicine you currently use.
You should mention both prescription medications, medicine the doctor ordered for you, and over-the-counter medications, medicine you can buy without a prescription, like aspirin or cough syrup.
Now, after examining you, the doctor will explain what's wrong and what to do. This is where you need to listen carefully and ask questions if you don't understand.
Don't be afraid to say, "Could you please repeat that?" Or, "Can you explain that in simpler terms?" Or, "I want to make sure I understand."
The doctor might give you a prescription. That's a written order for medicine you need to get from a pharmacy.
They'll say something like, "I'm prescribing antibiotics for your infection," or "Take this medicine twice a day with food."
Important questions to ask: how often do I take this? Should I take it with food? Are there any side effects? How long until I feel better?
Side effects are unwanted reactions to medicine, like drowsiness, nausea, or dizziness.
The doctor might also schedule a follow-up appointment, which is a second visit to check on your progress.
They'll say, "I want to see you again in 2 weeks," or "Come back if your symptoms don't improve."
Now let's talk about common health problems and how to describe them in English.
Good idea. For a cold or flu, you might say, "I have a runny nose, sore throat, and I'm coughing a lot."
For stomach issues, I have an upset stomach, or I've been vomiting, or I have diarrhea.
For injuries, I twisted my ankle, or I cut my hand, or I bumped my head.
For pain, I have a sharp pain in my chest, or my back has been aching, or I have a dull headache.
Let's practice describing symptoms. Repeat with us.
I've been coughing for 3 days and I have a fever.
My throat is really sore and it hurts to swallow.
I feel dizzy and I have a bad headache.
I can't sleep because my back hurts so much.
Excellent. Now let's talk about understanding doctor's instructions.
Doctors might use medical terms, but they'll usually explain them. For example, they might say, you have bronchitis. That's an infection in your lungs.
Or you're dehydrated. That means your body needs more water.
Common instructions include get plenty of rest, drink lots of fluids, take this medicine as directed, and avoid strenuous activity.
Now let's talk about common mistakes English learners make at the doctor's office.
Mistake number 1, being too vague. Don't just say, I don't feel good. Be specific about your symptoms.
Mistake number 2, being embarrassed to ask questions. If you don't understand something about your treatment, you must ask. Your health is important.
Mistake number 3, not mentioning all your symptoms because you think some aren't important. Tell the doctor everything. Let them decide what matters.
And mistake number 4, forgetting to mention allergies or current medications. This is crucial information.
Now let's talk about mindset shifts for dealing with medical situations in English.
Instead of thinking, I'm going to mess this up and the doctor won't understand me, try saying, medical professionals are trained to help people from all backgrounds. They'll make sure we communicate clearly.
Perfect. Or instead of, I can't describe my symptoms well enough in English, say, I can use simple words and gestures if needed. The important thing is getting help.
And instead of, I'm embarrassed about my English, say, my health is more important than perfect grammar. The doctor cares about helping me, not judging my language.
These mindset shifts remove anxiety and help you focus on what really matters, getting the care you need.
Now let's talk about the benefits of learning medical English.
Benefit number 1, you'll feel safer and more confident when traveling or living abroad, knowing you can handle medical situations.
Benefit number 2, you can help family or friends who might need medical care but struggle with English.
Benefit number 3, you'll understand health information, medicine labels, and medical documents better.
And benefit number 4, you're building vocabulary that's practical and potentially life-saving.
Yes, and here's the positive cycle. You learn medical vocabulary, which builds confidence. You successfully communicate with a doctor, which feels empowering. This success motivates you to learn more practical English.
Now, let's give listeners some practical goals.
Goal number 1, learn 5 body parts in English this week. Head, chest, stomach, back, arm, leg, throat.
Goal number 2, practice describing 3 common symptoms. I have a headache, my stomach hurts, I feel dizzy.
Goal number 3, watch a medical TV show with subtitles and notice how doctors and patients communicate.
And goal number 4, write down any medications you take and learn how to say their names in English.
These are achievable and could genuinely help you in a real medical situation.
Now, let's share some power phrases.
I can communicate my health needs in English. I have the vocabulary I need.
Asking for clarification shows I care about my health. It's smart, not embarrassing.
Medical professionals want to help me. We're on the same team.
My health is more important than perfect grammar. Communication is what matters.
Those are so empowering. Now let's talk about ways to practice medical English at home.
Method 1. Watch medical dramas like Grey's Anatomy or The Good Doctor with subtitles and learn medical vocabulary naturally.
Method 2. Read health articles or watch health videos in English to build your medical vocabulary.
Method 3. Practice phone conversations for making appointments with a friend or by yourself.
Method 4, make flashcards of body parts, symptoms, and common medical phrases.
And Method 5, if you have any old medical documents in English, read through them and look up words you don't know.
These are all excellent ways to prepare. And remember, most clinics have translators available if you really need one. Don't avoid seeing a doctor because of language concerns.
Okay, everyone, we're coming to the end of today's episode. Mark, can you summarize the main points?
Of course, today we covered how to make an appointment by phone, what to say when you check in at the reception, how to fill out medical forms, how to describe symptoms clearly, timing, severity, location, questions to ask your doctor about treatment and medication, understanding prescriptions and follow-up appointments, common health problems and how to describe them, mistakes to avoid at the doctor's office, mindset shifts to reduce medical anxiety, practical goals and practice methods, power phrases for confidence.
Perfect summary. And here's the most important message. Your health comes first. Don't let language fears stop you from getting medical care. Doctors want to help you, and they'll make sure you understand.
Yes, and remember, you don't need perfect English. You just need clear enough communication to describe what's wrong and understand the treatment.
Exactly. Even if you need to point to body parts or use simple words, that's okay. Communication is the goal, not perfection.
And here's the truth. Medical professionals see patients from all over the world every day. They're used to language barriers and have strategies to help.
So true. Here's a challenge. This week, learn how to describe one common health problem in English. Practice saying it out loud until it feels natural.
And if you've been to a doctor in an English-speaking country, leave us a comment sharing your experience. What went well? What was challenging? Your story might help someone else.
Before we go, please subscribe to SpeakFlow English if you haven't already. Your support helps us create more practical, helpful content.
And share this episode with anyone who might travel or live abroad. This information could really help them.
We'll be back next week with another practical English lesson for real-life situations.
Until then, remember, you've got the vocabulary you need to handle medical appointments. Stay healthy and stay confident.
And take care of yourself. Listen to your body and don't hesitate to seek help when you need it.
Keep learning, stay positive, and remember, your health is worth more than any embarrassment about your English.
Bye, everyone. Keep flowing with English.
Bye, and no more frog sounds at the doctor's office.
Bye.